Okay, everyone, thank you guys so much for taking some time on, is it Wednesday? I swear I lose track of the days unless I say them out loud. We're really excited to just share briefly about coaching and why right now is the absolute best time to jump on board in whatever speaks to you with what we're going to say, because we have a huge opportunity to get our hands on the ultimate portion fix before anyone else does. So that is very timely. It's happening right now. I already got mine. I'm going through it. It's really a really great system for nutrition. So my name is Ashley Howard. I host these sneak peeks with Christy Kynard. We are on separate teams, but that doesn't matter because we just really work well together and support each other. And the layout for this sneak peek into coaching is we're going to give our background and our stories. So what got me to just get really fired up about this business is hearing other people's stories of what it did for them. So we want to make sure we understand the power of the story, and we're going to share a little bit about that. And then we're also going to share about the ultimate portion fix and why this is just the absolute best time to decide to jump on board, because literally they haven't done this, I don't think ever, Christy, maybe for something else, but we have a window where we can do this program, get through it, even go through the whole portion fix program before it launches to customers. So we are able to come from a place of speaking to actually going through it ourselves. And I know for a lot of us, nutrition is the downfall. So I'm super excited for a program that's going to help me get my nutrition back on board. So we're really excited for that. So Christy, if you're okay with it, I'll toss it over to you to kind of give your story, and then I'll share mine.
Yeah, sounds good. And it is. It's the first time they've ever offered this, so it's crazy. And like Ashley said, nutrition is hands down, I don't care what anybody says, the hardest part. You know, working out's not always fun or easy, not saying that, but it's 30 minutes to an hour a day. But what we're fueling our body with, the other 23, is freaking hard, especially with all the temptations. But nobody expects you to be perfect, but still having those extra tools and resources in our tool belt is nice, and understanding why, taking a deeper dive. So as Ashley said, I am Christy Kynard. I've been a coach for 4.5 years. So crazy. Just continues to fly by. So September 27th will be my 5 years. Oh my gosh. So just a little backstory is I graduated nursing school in 2010, worked 2.5 years night shift, felt like I was run over by a dump truck every single day. And I said, there's got to be more to life than this. We got married. Jordan, my husband, best friend, was not supportive of this. Zero, none, nada in the beginning. And he was like, kind of like rolled his eyes, whatever, do what you got to do. And I did, because I'm stubborn and hard-headed. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like this. I was actually on antidepressants and anxiety medicines. I was on migraine medicines. It was like 6 prescriptions. And at that time, I was like 23, I don't know, young 20s. And I was like, this isn't good. Like, I got to take care of myself or it's not going to end well. And not for me, not for my marriage, not for anyone. I was like, it has to start with me. Like, I cannot live this way anymore. Like, it went on and on and on. And I drew that line in the sand. And so I've always been into fitness, but I also was always a stress eater. So I never felt good. I never saw or felt the results that I desired. And I'd actually had several coaches reach out to me and was like, no, not for me, not doing that, no. And I was actually studying for my personal trainer, and I actually did get certified as a personal trainer, and I did that for a little while, and I was like, still, this just isn't it. Like, I'm not with my family. I'm missing out on all this time with my husband. I'm still stressed. Like, there was just a missing link. And ultimately, to wrap it all up, is like, I want my family to be first in everything I do. And I continued to put work and slave away on all these other time clocks and, even traveling to the gym. And I was like, no, like, I can't. And so I finally just said, you know what? I'm scared. I have no idea what this is about. I've never completed a Beachbody program before, but so what? I'm going all in day one. Let's do this. I don't freaking care what it takes. And so I made a crap ton of sacrifices. I was still working 12, sometimes 16-hour shifts as a nurse, would come home, work 1 to 2 hours, not healthy, get like 2 to 3 hours of sleep. But I knew that was a short-term sacrifice to get me to where we are today. And, insert legal disclaimer, whatever. I've mentioned this on calls before, but left my full-time nursing job within 4 months of being a coach. I matched my income, and that's because I had that balls to the wall, no matter what mentality. And a lot of coaches are not like that, but because we put this ceiling to where we limit ourselves, like, oh, let me focus on me first. But sharing and going all in is an extra layer of accountability for yourself. Nobody expects you to be perfect. They just want you to freaking show up. And I promise you, I think my husband's getting me sick right now, that I'm still showing up, and I'm going to continue to show up, because guess what? That's what people can relate to, is just being there for them and having that relatability of, oh my God, I'm struggling. I binged. I had pizza and donuts too. Like, but sharing that and be like, it's okay. Let's get back on track together. Let's do this. And hey, getting to be home, and like my husband, like I said, he's not feeling well. Getting to be home and just baby him, because you know how they are. But like, just spending time with him and not being like worried about him because I'm slaving away on somebody else's time clock, but just being here and being present, like that is my dream. And so when our baby gets here, hopefully at the end of this year, I'm praying hard. For those that don't know, my husband and I are adopting from India, and like, I'm going to be with my baby. Like, that's it. Bottom line, like, I'm not, maybe eventually if I just need some time, I might do part-time daycare or something. But ultimately, I have that choice. Like, this opportunity has provided that for our family. And now my husband, I said on my post the other day, he's like, Christy, when are you going to bring me home? And I'm like, oh my God, like, it's so hard. But it's like, that is my why power. Like, it gets me up in the morning when I don't want to get up. Like, this freaking job, we're going to tell y'all right now, because it is a job. You have to treat it like one. It's supposed to be hard. If it's not hard, well, that's not a good sign, friends, because that means you're either settling, you're not pushing yourself, because every time you reach some goal, some why, it's going to change. You have to keep pushing for more and more and more. There is always more to life. No matter what you reach and accomplish along the way, you have to keep pushing. The moment you settle and get comfortable in your ways, that's when you're only hurting yourself, and you're eventually going to fall backwards, because
Oh, okay, we may have lost her. This happens before, she'll come back. I think while she's coming back, that it's probably a good transition for me to share my story. So Christy, I think I've told you guys, she is amazing at firing people up. And I always love to hear her story and how she got started with coaching, because it is like 180 degree different on how I got started in this whole coaching business. So my story actually began in 2012, which is forever ago. But I was at a point where I was really unhealthy. I had a background in group exercise, but I was out of corporate America. I didn't want to do my corporate job, so I went to the service industry. I moved out of my hometown, giving you the very Cliff Notes version, but suffice it to say that I was not at a healthy place in my life. And then one of my new friends that I met in this new town I moved to was really fit, and she was really happy, and she seemed to have balance, and she was working out with Beachbody programs. So I finally got over myself and decided that I could try working out at home. First program I ever did was Turbo Fire, which if you don't know, I guess it's almost like a classic program now, but it is an amazing kickboxing, high intensity interval training program. I did that. I was hooked, and I became a coach 2 months into my journey. So I want to pause right here, because a lot of people think you have to have it all figured out to be a coach. And that's not at all true. Like Christy said, becoming a coach is basically drawing your line in the sand and saying, I know this isn't going to be perfect, but I'm never going to quit on myself. I'm never going to let one bad day turn into 2 bad weeks, turn into a bad month and a bad year. I'm going to come back after those off days. And that's what coaching honestly means to me. It's committing to yourself and the ups and downs that are going to inevitably come with the health journey, and honestly with life, because life is always going to have ups and downs. So for me, coaching was really a way to have accountability to myself. I didn't pursue the business side of my business for a year and a half. And some coaches on our team have goals of leaving their full-time job. Some coaches on our team love their full-time job, and they want extra accountability. They want a discount, and they want an ability to earn income. And that's amazing. Like, you don't have to have one thing, because we're all so different. But what coaching can give you, and will give you if you dive in, is accountability, ways to get your costs covered, and ways to start providing extra income for your family, which is a win-win-win. So I didn't work my business for a year and a half until I really started seeing the potential, and I knew some coaches. I got to know them. I got to follow their stories, and I'm like, they're doing amazing things. Like, why am I not taking this seriously. So I went to my first event. Every summer we have a big national convention called Summit, which Coach is on right now. Make sure you're at this year. I'm so excited for it. And I decided to go. I couldn't really afford it, but I knew I had to take steps in my business. That was 2014. It was in Las Vegas, and I came home from Summit, and I was like, this is insane. Like, people are making wonderful livings, way better than even I could imagine in my corporate job. And they're getting to work on their own schedule, and they're getting to travel, and they're getting to help people. And this is really what I want to do. So since then, I was all in. In 11 months, I was able to pursue coaching full time. So I'm starting my 5th year of doing this as my main thing. I also love yoga. I'm a 200-hour registered yoga teacher. I teach yoga because I love it. I coach because I love it, and it provides for my family. So it really just has changed my life. It's introduced me to some of my closest friends. It's allowed me to travel when we want. We're leaving in a week and a half to go to where my husband's from, and we're going on our Beachbody cruise from there, and then we might be gone for 3 weeks. It doesn't matter because we both work independently, and that's really great. I get to be home with my daughter. We have an almost 2-year-old, and this business has really just changed so much about my life. And my passion is helping women with physical and financial stability, because wherever you are in your financial and physical situation, I want to help you better your health and better your income, because I don't believe that money can buy happiness, but I believe that money can help us with less stress, right? And allow us more options in life. So that is my passion. I am so fired up that this business can give you all of that and then some when you work at it, because it is a business. But number one, guys, when you become a coach, you're committing to yourself. So that in and of itself is like everyone should be a coach, because it's your opportunity to say, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to show up and I'm going to figure this thing out one day at a time. Christy, I know we lost you, but did you want to, I know we I forget exactly where you cut out. It sounded like you were getting to the end, but I wanted to be sure.
I think I was passing it over to you, and then all of a sudden it just like shut down. So I have no idea where. Yeah, super sketchy internet, but hey, we're still making it happen, y'all. So it's not about being perfect.
Do you want to go into the ultimate, like the timeliness of joining with the Ultimate Portion Fix?
Yeah. So as Ashley mentioned, like we have this 2-week launch period that only coaches can go ahead and get into all the material, because as soon as you purchase it, it's available online. So it's awesome. And not just that, but also only coaches are eligible to get into Autumn's exclusive coach test group. And if y'all don't know Autumn is very hands-on. Like, she shows up, she is there for you. She bends over backwards to provide and to help and to educate and really just over deliver with a value. She's freaking awesome. So I'm super excited. And as we mentioned before, this is something we all need to know about. It's a deeper dive. It's not just like, here's what you eat, but why you should eat this. Like, I love how she said on our call Monday, she was like, he gives us structure in order to give us freedom, because we need that structure, but yet within that structure, we have choices. So it's not like you have to have this, and we're not set up with that deprivation mindset like all of these 1,001 fad diets are, but yet we are here to generate a lifestyle, something that we can have for the long term. If you want wine, you can have freaking wine. Like, nobody's telling you you're limited to 20 grams of carbs today, so you can't even have a banana. Like, it's about finding that balance and what works for you, and that's a beautiful thing. And then being able to understand it, because she talks a lot about sugar cravings, and that is me to a T. But also, I know a lot of people are already moms and they have families, so she really incorporates family focused meal plans in this new cookbook that she provides. So there's really something all of us can benefit from, and then sharing that as coaches, sharing our journey, what it is we're fueling our body with, and how that then makes us feel. Because like my husband used to always tell me, he's like, he could tell like my mood was a direct reflection of how I was feeling and treating my body. Because if I'm like ill or tired or just moody or whatever, like I'm probably eating like crap. I've been stress eating. But when I'm feeling confident and I have the energy, it's because I'm treating my body like the temple that it is, at least 80% of the time. Because again, nobody's trying to tell you have to be perfect, because that's not the expectation here. But I'm super excited. So with this, a brief overview of the Ultimate Portion Fix. It's 30 videos that you'll have access to. You get the brand new cookbook that we talked about, the portion containers, and then of course, ultimately, there's a daily log book as well too, because in everything in life, whether it be your business or your nutrition, I don't care if it's your sleep, your water, like when you track it, that's how you're able to measure your progress, see where you're falling short, see where you're succeeding, and see, like, tweak things as you go. Because if not, you're like, oh my gosh, like, I gained 10 pounds. Like, where did it come from? And you're like, I don't know. But you can look back and say, okay, well, I had cupcakes this day, pizza this day, so it's just so important in every area of your life. If you're building a business, this is a coach call. You have to show up. You have to track your business, who it is you're talking to, and carrying on these conversations with behind the scenes. I need to check back in with her because, she had questions. I was letting her think on it, pray on it, sleep on it. So let me see where she's at and how I can best help her. So tracking is key. So that's really it about Portion Fix. And there's, of course, different options of how to leverage that to get in, which having options is good. Ashley, do you have anything else on that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I just wanted to hammer home is this is not the regular Portion Fix system that was released 5 years ago. This is a completely revamped system that Autumn has created, and it's very similar. It's different than a 2B mindset, but it's similar in that it's a separate forum on Beachbody On Demand. Like, no one will get this. This is not an early access thing, This is, you won't get it unless you purchase it. So the time really is now, because waiting isn't going to do you any good. You're still gonna have to buy it. It's on a promo price right now. But it's literally tackling the things that go beyond just figuring out what portions work for you. Like Christy said, she talks about emotional eating, stress eating. There's even 75 recipes for kids and healthy cooking for your family, which I know a lot of you guys are moms. Sometimes coming up with meals is next to impossible that your kids will want to eat. So what I really appreciate about it is it really just breaks down, from what I'm already getting in the videos, a very common sense approach to nutrition. And I know some of you guys, I'm speaking to you right now, when you're feeling stuck in your health and fitness, it's usually in the nutrition, right? Like, you can show up, you can work out, you can drink a lot of water, you can drink your Shakeology. That's all wonderful. But if the rest of what's on your plate is junk, you're never gonna reach your goal, and you're never gonna be able to push past the plateau that you might have found yourself in, because our food is 80% of our overall health and fitness. So you guys, getting on your health and fitness journey is hugely about nutrition. And it's not about being perfect. Like Christy said, we all love some pizza and some donuts and some wine, but it's about living your best life one day at a time and fueling your body the majority of the time with foods that are going to reward it. So I'm really excited. I feel like crap when I eat junk. I feel like I can conquer the world when I eat well and I work out. And that's what we want to help people with. So the best example that you can do is do this. Lead by example. Lead by example that is not going to look 100% pretty and perfect and put together all the time. It's messy. But when you can just be open and share your journeys and share the ups and downs and share what you're learning about nutrition. Like, you guys, we're coaches. We're not nutritionists. I know Christy said she has a personal training certification. You don't need that. You just need to be excited to learn and to put into practice what these nutritionists and trainers from Beachbody have spent so much time and effort putting together for us. We are literally the catalyst that some people need to start working out and start eating healthy. And when you can help change someone's life that way, it's the most rewarding feeling that I have ever felt in terms of making a difference in someone's life. And mainly my own, because I know I'm fueling my body and exercising my mind and body to live the longest, healthiest life so I can be around for my daughter and my husband. Did I miss anything on Ultimate Portion Fix?
And also, what we didn't mention is that she is re-streaming live the 21-Day Fix and the 21DFX workouts that only these people will get. And there's actually going to be changes to them. So it's not just the same old workouts, but she's really leveraging how she leads straight in from one program to the next. And she's using the same cast throughout all of it, so we can monitor their progress the whole way and be a part of that with them. So that's pretty huge. And as Ashley said, I mentioned I was a trainer before, but I actually just to throw this out there, actually let it lapse. I didn't need that. I don't want that. I don't want to be away from home. So yeah, like she said, you definitely do not need that. So as far as getting started with that, one of the, well, I shouldn't say the greatest blessings with it, because there's really so many blessings to being a coach, is getting started, and our investment
We are simply paying for the products we use. Bottom line, that's it. There's no massive startup costs. Like I know a lot of companies like thousands and thousands of dollars. And if you were to do like your regular brick and mortar business, millions of dollars that, and Ashley has family that knows about that. And they're still trying to scramble to get all that paid off. And we don't, you guys, we're literally paying, you could pay bottom line $160. That's the programs you're using, the products you're using. That starts your business. You're instantly able to start earning right away. And as coaches, we get paid every single week. Thursday, tomorrow morning, direct deposit is in the bank. So of course, like say you started tonight and you got somebody else to join you tonight, well, you would actually get that money next Thursday because it's like the week behind. But then it's every week that you're earning and you're constantly growing in that. So like we said, you have the basic 160, we call them challenge packs, which bundles everything together with your fitness, your nutrition, your support, access to our team pages, all of the trainings, all of the push groups that we've just started with our teams. Now the Ultimate Portion Fix is a little bit different in that with this base kit at 160, you would get access to the new 21-day fix and DFX that she's streaming, and then all of those units for what we were talking about over the 30 videos for the Ultimate Portion Fix. But if you wanted access to all of the workouts on BOD for the whole year, then that is at $245, Ashley, for both of those things. I think it's $245 right now. And that's to get all of the Ultimate Portion Fix, including the containers, your shaker cup, the daily log book, plus a whole year to Beachbody on Demand. And your first 30-day supply of Shakeology, all for $245. There's even one in the middle if you didn't want bot. If you want to get certified to teach Ultimate Portion Fix, you actually would get in a master class, which is an additional private group with Autumn, and then you could teach. You like dive even deeper into all the ins and outs of learning about all the macronutrients and nutrition labels and all that good stuff if that's your jam, you know. So there's so many different options that, because usually to get certified it's like $200 by itself. So that they're including this in this is pretty epic opportunity if you were interested in that at all. So like I said, there's different options: 160, 195, 245. There might even be some bigger than that, depending on if you want to try some of the performance line options. And of course, there's other challenge pack options as well. It doesn't have to be Ultimate Portion Fix, but knowing that every single one of us struggle with nutrition, like, it's going to be epic. So Ashley, do you have anything on that?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that a lot of you guys, I know several people that are on the call tonight, are current challengers. You already have Beachbody On Demand. So as Christy was mentioning, the base kit is $160. You already have a Beachbody On Demand account if you are already a customer using the workouts. So for $160, you get the Ultimate Portion Fix and everything that entails. You get the streaming of 21-Day Fix and 21-Day Fix Extreme, the new version. You get your first 30-day supply of Shakeology. If you already have Shakeology as a customer, you can cancel that recurring order and order your challenge pack, so you're not getting, double Shakeologies a month. And that includes your free coach sign up. That includes everything you need. The only thing that we pay as coaches to be coaches is a $15.95 coach business fee that doesn't even start until our second month. And even with that business fee, which covers our retail website, shipping and handling, we don't stock product, we don't ship product, we don't have home parties. Beachbody customer service does everything. Even with that $15.95, you get a 25% discount on all products and programs. We have coaches on our team who don't necessarily pursue the business, and that is their choice. There's nothing wrong with that. They still get a discount on everything, and the normal discount for Shakeology as a coach, even with the $15.95, is $20 to $30 a month, depending on the taxes of where you live. Then we have people that want to build their business, and they get everything that I just mentioned, the discounts, all that stuff. And they can also start earning a 25% commission on all products and programs, with the opportunity to earn more exponential residual income should they decide to help other people build their coach businesses too. And that is amazing because that's mutually beneficial. I am nowhere without my team. I'm nowhere without them succeeding. So my passion is helping them succeed in their goals. And that's the great thing. There's no contract to be a coach, there's no cancellation fee, but when you join, you're into a fit family. So we want everyone to just be a coach for the long haul, because this is really going to benefit your life and extend your life, to be totally honest. Like, we're fighting for our life, our health, and our fitness. There's an epidemic in this country, you guys. Every time I go out in public, I see people like need our help, and parents that can't keep up with their kids. And we are not perfect, but we are showing that sustainable health and fitness is possible, even with a busy life. So I know we have one of our newer coaches going to pop on real quick and share some of her story, but Christy K, anything else before I toss it over to Christy C?
No, go ahead, because I don't know how we are on time.
I think we've got about 10 minutes probably, but hopefully that'll be enough time to wrap everything up. Christy Chapman, I've asked her to, well, she volunteered because she's amazing, but we always consider your first year in the business as a new coach, right? So like, again, I don't know if you guys heard Christy K's internet, I think it might have cut out, but she left her full-time job in 4 months. That's insane. That's amazing. That's what's possible in this business. I was a very different start. But the thing is, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how you start. It matters how you feel every day when you show up to work your business. So Christy Chapman is less than a year in this business. She has done amazing things. I know sometimes people hear from Christy K and I, and we've been coaches for years and years. It's always great to relate to someone who's not even a year in and has made such strides in her health and her fitness and her mindset. This girl is one of the most driven people I know, and I'm so excited to have her share a little bit of her story. So let me unmute you. Or you can do that. Yeah, you should be good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hey guys, I'm Christy C. I started coaching in April of last year. So I'm creeping up on a year. And honestly, it's been like the best calendar year of my life. I'm not going to lie. So over 2 years ago, I split from my ex. So I have a 5-year-old. I'm a single mom. I turned it around now. I'm getting married in May. So that's very exciting. To not my ex, to somebody awesome and different. But anyway, I was in this place where I just like didn't even know, I didn't have an identity anymore. You know, I spent 9 years in my previous relationship, and then I was a mom, and I just, you know, I didn't have anything that was me. And I had considered coaching back when I was with my ex, and it was completely shut down. And I thought, you know what, whatever, this just isn't going to work out for me. And so in my lowest place, I thought, you know what, why not me? Why can't I give this a try? And like I said, it's honestly been the best almost calendar year of my life. I never in a million years thought that focusing on myself, you know, like Ashley said, like as coaches, we focus on ourselves. We focus on becoming the best version of who we are so that we can help other people do the same. And I can't even touch where I was a year ago now. Like it blows my mind how far I've come, and the fact that I actually get to help people and change people's lives in the process of doing that, just like, I don't know, it blows my mind. It's been so incredible. So like just for reference, I have a full-time job. I work from home, and I have, you know, pretty decent income, but it's just not fulfilling. This is what fulfills me. This is what motivates me every day. My ultimate goal is to do this full time, just like Ashley, just like Christy. They're amazing. I'm never in this alone. You have every resource. You have every ability within you to do it. I can't say enough about being a coach. It has completely changed my life. Completely.
Well, I think we'll just end on that note, because I think that everyone would be inspired to sign up after that. No, that's so exciting. And when Christy and I first met, you know, we had a phone call, and she was following me on Instagram, and it was about a year ago. And, you know, I have seen her grow in so many ways. And like my team, like Christy and all the coaches that have decided to join me have helped make me a better leader. So I, again, can't do it without them. And I'm so grateful for coaches like Christy and the other coaches that I see on this call to just thank you guys, right? Like, thank you for putting yourself first as a priority, because self-care is not selfish. Self-care is necessary to show up and be the best, whatever your label is, right? And those labels change sometimes. So I appreciate that. Christy, thank you so much for sharing. I know we just have a couple minutes left, but Christy K, did I miss anything?
No, I just love how you mentioned a while ago, like, you guys, you can't just, if you're here and you're like, oh, well, I'll give it a try, like, you're already setting yourself up to fail. Like, I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. You have to have, like I said, that no matter what, because I promise you, if like nothing irks me more than somebody saying, oh, well, it's just not for me, because that is you placing ceilings on yourself. Because I promise you, if you show up if you engage with the team and our community and our tribe, and you're fully trusting the process, following the programs and the plan, you're going to change from the inside out. Y'all know how I mentioned at the beginning of the call, like my husband was like not on board with this at all. He was like, don't even mention Beachbody, coaching, nothing. I don't want to know nothing about it. And like I would literally be working out and he'd be eating out of a tub of Bluebell ice cream, and I would be like so pissed off, but I'd be like, oh, I'm not stopping. Like, it was fuel to my freaking fire. And I leaned into the team and I'm like, you guys, this is hard. This is hard. This is hard. But I continued to show up. And we went to our first summit, and somehow it was in Nashville. So he was excited to go to Nashville. He thought he was just going to party, and he attended all the events with me, and it changed his life. As we're pulling away from the stadium, he's like, okay, this is for real. What can I do to help? And like I remember, like I was trying to like not let him see me cry. I was turning away because like it was like it changed my life, like, and it lit me up that much more. And being a part of these events, like you have to show up to our Super Saturdays and our Coach Summit, July 11th to the 14th. Mark your calendars right now in Indianapolis, because like you have to treat your business like a business. And there's going to be times when it's hard and you're not, because it's not about, we say this on every call almost, it's not about loving what you do or even liking what you do. It's about loving what you do it for. And whether that be your team, your spouse, your future spouse and future family, like set yourself up for success right now, because there's never going to be a perfect time. The time is right now, because when you think time's going to slow down or finances are going to get better, like something else is going to happen. You're going to get, sorry, not trying to wish nothing on anybody, but a flat tire, something, like you lose a family member, like life happens. And that's the blessing of us taking control of our lives right now and, being able to be there for our family. Like last year, my dad had a quadruple heart bypass. I was there with him every single day in the hospital, still rocking my business, but putting him first. Like I said, I'm being here with my husband. We're going to have to travel to India for 2 weeks. There's no way I could have had 2 weeks off with my full-time nursing job. Like, and just traveling. Like Ashley and I, we're going back on a cruise for a full week that's completely paid for by Beachbody in 2.5 weeks. And like, we're going to be there with the super trainers and just being like poured love on, and just like, I don't know, like it's the little things that Beachbody does to pamper us. Every single month we get some type of incentive. Like, it's just, it feels so good to be appreciated for the work that you're putting in. And then being able to choose your coworkers, being a part of this tribe, like it lights you on fire every single day. Like the people either inflate you or they deflate you, and you have the power to choose that. Who you surround yourself with, who you listen to, the music you listen to, the PD. That's why we talk about, it don't matter if you're a coach or not. You have to guard your heart and your mind. The world is evil. It's nasty, and it can deflate you. It can have some low blows, but if you're ready and you're taking care of you first thing in the morning, you get up, do a workout, do something you can do good about, I promise you, you can repel that stuff off. You don't take it so personal, and it's not about you, but you're just showing up and being the best version of yourself to lead and encourage and inspire. Like I promise you, your little kids, they're watching you every single step of the day. So if you don't have the strength or the mindset to do it for you, do it for them, because you have to teach them right now that self-care is essential and it's not selfish. Like they're watching you. So you have to lead from the front. You have to be the winner. Like, don't wait on somebody to tell you when it's okay. Take control of that bad boy. Like when I signed up, I told everybody I had to sign up on a credit card because I didn't have no money, but I was like, watch me, I will earn this money back within 2 weeks, whatever it takes. I had that mindset because I knew I had to change one way or another, and it had to start with me. So that's all I got.
Love it. And I just want to wrap up by saying I'm listening to, a lot of you guys know who Rachel Hollis is. She's a really great author, motivational speaker. She just released her new book on Audible called Girl Stop Apologizing. And I was listening to chapter 1 on my way home from my yoga class tonight. And her whole vision, mindset, meaning behind this book is that we're made for more. And I really think that that speaks to all of us here. Like, we are made for more. We are made in the eye of our creator with insane potential. And our gift is to give that potential to the world. So like, your playing small does no one any good. You have to live big. You have to take risks. You have to take these leaps, because this is the stuff that good stuff is made of. You are made for more. There is so much more in you. However you're feeling right now, guys, just know that you have the ability to have the most empowered, most loving, most amazing life that you can possibly imagine. Your past doesn't matter. What matters is right now. So we hope that you decide to join our team. We hope you decide to join our mission to help end the trend of obesity by changing our lives and everyone's lives around us. So please reach out to the person who invited you to this call if you have specific questions on Ultimate Portion Fix, specific questions about coaching. We didn't go into all the details because that would take a long time. And we just really appreciate your consideration. Know that if you decide to pursue this business, we have all the trainings in place. You don't have to be lost. We are with you every step of the way. We are teaching you how to build sustainable businesses for yourselves and your families. All right, anything else before we get, does anyone have any questions? Anything they want to say? We've got about 3 minutes, but want to make sure we had an opportunity. Okay. All
you
right.
just got to trust yourself, guys. Remember, nobody, like, I'm still